Hey, Kevin here, top wanted financial advisor and best-selling author, and we are here to talk about the stock market. Today we're going to discuss what are the top 10 most popular stocks in the market right now. Now, primarily this is millennials and Gen Z. You'd be surprised, for those that may not know, they run a good chunk of the market and make a lot of headlines when they tend to buy and sell certain stocks. So I have a list of 50. I'm not going to go over the entire 50. I'm going to pull out the top 10, let you let you hear my thoughts on a few of these at a high level. And what I'll also do, and I'm doing this as I'm thinking, I'll name out some of the other ones, and what I want you to do in the comments is pick out the ones that you want me to compare or discuss a lot more of. This is y'all. This is us, right? So when y'all ask questions, we make videos. When y'all make good, insightful comments, we make videos, right? So I'll name the top 10. I'll name some other ones that just pop out to me, and then feel free to say, look, you mentioned these two companies. Could you do a video on that? I think you mentioned this company. Like, could you go in depth on that particular company? So yes, the answer is yes. You just let me know in the comments. All right, so here are the top 10. I'll just read these off and then again kind of point to some that pop out to me. So number one is Apple. I don't think that's a surprising factor. I think Apple's always, or not always, but it's been really popular for more than a decade for obvious reasons. Everybody's got an iPhone, everybody's got a Mac, blah, blah, blah. You know that. You've got Tesla. I think Tesla is another one of those obvious ones that really started to come on maybe 5 years or so ago. Then you've got GE at number 3. Now that's surprising to me. I would not have thought that GE would have come in at number 3. I don't know why. I didn't even look up GE's performance because I wouldn't have thought that would have been a popular stock, but it's there. Let me also pause and tell you guys that just because it's popular doesn't mean it's profitable. Those two things don't always go together. So just want to let you know that too. Do your research, and we're pulling this up so we can kind of pick out and see which ones we're going to do research about. But GE comes in number 3. Then you got Ford at number 4. I got Ford. I also got Apple and Tesla too, but I just picked up Ford, which I think is interesting that it comes in the top 5. You got American Airlines at number 5. Then you got Pfizer at 6. Pfizer is a little surprising for me. I would assume that Moderna would have been 6 and Pfizer would have been kind of on the list, but not necessarily the top of the list. Especially with the virus. I think that's the only reason Pfizer is here. Outside of that, I don't think most people think about Pfizer at all. Then you've got number 7 at Carnival Cruise, number 8 Delta Airlines, number 9 Neo. It doesn't really surprise me. And then you've got number 10 Disney. So those are the top 10. Apple, Tesla, GE, Ford, American at 5. You got Pfizer at 6. You've got Carnival Cruise, Delta, Neo, and then Disney round out the top 10. Now again, they give us a list of 50. I'm just going to kind of point and pick at some ones that just, I'm just looking at that stand out to me. So Plug Power, actually let me go in order. You got Moderna at 11, so they're right outside the top 10. You've got GoPro. I don't know why GoPro is on here. They are at 14. You got Plug Power at 16. There are a bunch of airlines on here. Boeing at 25. Let's see what else is here that stands out. You got Bank of America. So that's what looks like the first bank that's on here is Bank of America. You gotta know how I feel about the banks. So they're on here. You got, again, a bunch of airlines. You got Twitter at 34. You got Netflix at 36. That's an interesting pick. I thought that would have been a lot more popular. And perhaps it's slid down on the list. We'll see. And you've got a few of the cannabis companies. You got you got Canopy Growth Company at 44. DraftKings at 47. I heard a lot of good things about DraftKings. They come in at 47. And you got Palantir at 49. And then Virgin Galactic at 50. So just really poking around at the ones that are interesting. So let's look at performance here. So again, just because it's popular doesn't necessarily mean it makes the most money. And nor does it mean that in order that they make the most money either. So I'm just looking at year to date, going all the way back to January to now. If I look at this, the stock market is up about 13%. I want to make sure that I put GE in here because I think I put GM instead. General Electric. Again, I would not have thought you wouldn't have convinced me that GE would have been on this list, but they are. Don't know why, but they are. All right, so the top, in terms of performance of the top 10, is Ford at 51%. Hooray for me, right? So Ford is at the top. Next, you have American Airlines at 20. Now, remember, the stock market is up about 13% or so. That's year to date. So, starting from January 1 to today, which is the 20th. And then things start to get real average after that. And it's a bunch of lines I'm looking at right now. So, I'm not going to read all of them off. I'm going to kind of pick out the ones that stand out. So, you got Ford at 51%. You got American Airlines at 20% year to date. Those numbers are obviously very, very good. At the bottom, you've got NEO down 11%. You have Carnival Cruise Lines at negative 8.96%. And then you've got Disney down 4.54%. The rest of them are right in that 10, 11, 12% category for the others. So General Electric is in that area. Looks like Delta Airlines is in that area, as well as GE. So those are kind of clumped together, that 10, 11, 12, 13% region. That's a lot of those are clustered there. The ones that are well above, again, that's Ford, and that is, again, there's a lot of lines here. That's Ford, and that's American, and then everybody else is below, significantly below. So that's what you need to know. So again, now I invested in Disney. I'm going to be holding on to Disney. I think Disney is more of a discount. But again, if you were looking to hop into Disney right now and make some money, that's probably not the place you want to be, because again, this whole year, we ain't all the way done yet, but this whole year they're down about 4%. NEO is not really a company I trust. It makes sense on paper, but it's not a company that I personally trust. They're down 11% this year. Now, if you go back further and you say, let me go back to 2020, then NEO is probably going to blow everything out of the water. They were extremely popular last year, but again, I think that was more of a fad than reality. I don't think I put Tesla. No, Tesla's on this list. Tesla is also, they look like they're also down around the 8% area as well. I trust Tesla more than I trust NEO, even though they're not the same vehicle, but they're in the same space. But again, maybe I can do Tesla, or I can say I'm doing neither of them, and I'm going to go the Ford route, because Ford also makes electric vehicles. So does GM, right? So there are a few ways that you can kind of still get exposure to that space and still see growth. Could NEO have the biggest growth potential? Perhaps. It really depends. I think technically they may, because they're the smallest company. They have the lowest footprint in the States. I have not seen a NEO car in person just yet, but I've seen a whole lot of Fords, right? I've seen a whole lot of Teslas. So that means that they have more space to continue to grow, but they still have some hurdles. So we'll see. Not every one of these companies is going to win. So I'm gonna just throw that out there. So those are the ones that stand out to me the most. Those are the top 10. Now before you go, I've got two assignments, just two quick assignments for you. Number one, as always, hit the like and subscribe button. That's like 79% or something like that. Watch the video if you don't subscribe, so make sure you hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 1,000. We already just crossed 800 yesterday, which is amazing, because we just really started doing a whole lot more on YouTube really recently, so that's an amazing response. Also, make sure you click the links in the bio or in the comment, the description, because I switch out those things for a few reasons. So number one, you do want to join the email list. I send an email out once a week, letting you know, like, hey, look, this is what's going on in the market. Here's some things that I like. In case you miss a video, here's what you want to go and look at. Free classes, free samples, where I'm at, in case you want to see me in person. I do speaking engagements, all that stuff. Email list, totally free. Make sure you click that. That's buildingbread.com/free. So you want to make sure that you do that, and that's it. That's the only homework you got. Make sure you're on the email list. All right, now that's it for me. Talk to you guys later.